Hello, everybody. I'm Don Counts, and we're here at McNatt Farms. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right.
This is Lex Hyde. Lex, how you doing?
I'm doing great this morning.
Tell me what discipline horse training is.
Well, that's a method that a lot of people have studied over the past several centuries. In fact, it dates back to about 4000 BC of discipline training without harming to the horse. My business is called PPK, which is patience, persistence, and kindness. And I utilize that with working with any type of horse, any style, any brand, to get the results that I'm after. I use a pressure release type of method with a reward instantly, and it works well with me. I get great results, great response out of the horse each time. People seem to enjoy it because I don't bring any kind of harm or abuse to the horse.
That's very interesting. We're going to talk a lot about that. How did you get involved in this? How did you learn this technique?
Years ago, I picked up a book about Monty Roberts, and he was a horse whisperer, and I read it and started educating myself through films and books that he had written. And I had quite a few horses at the time, some of them wild, and was having difficulty trying to even get a saddle on him. So I used his method, and it seemed to work. Well, then I started investigating further and further, got with some of the best trainers in the country, studied under a lot of them, and it has given me the knowledge and the opportunity to excel to where I'm at today.
It's very interesting. You know, McNatt Farms, north part of Lincoln County, beautiful area up here.
It is, and Bobby has been a great inspiration to me. He has encouraged me to do as I pleased with the horses. He's allowed me to work with his very finest of horses, and that's given me great encouragement that he trusts me enough to work with a $500,000 horse. But when they have a problem horse, they say send them back to Lex. He'll take care of them.
That sounds good. Let's talk about what y'all are doing for St. Jude's.
Okay, Mike Kirby and I have teamed up to do a competitive trail event. It is an obstacle course that we're going to use in a demonstration where horses can compete at any level. And there's prize money going to be involved that will be paid off based on the entry fees. Then we're also donating a saddle that we're going to raffle off. A lot of businesses around town have helped us to be able to purchase this, and we're going to raffle off a saddle, and all of that proceeds goes to St. Jude. The obstacle course that we're setting up will be 33 different obstacles throughout the season. This is going to be a 5-month event, be held once a month, and the rider will establish points through this venture, and at the end of the season, the top bunch that have achieved the most points can compete in March for a $1,000 payoff. So it's something that this will teach a person whether they've got a horse that they think is a trail ready or not. It's going to be well executed. We've got judges that are going to judge each different obstacle. There'll be a time limitation on it, so the person that thinks he's got a horse that's ready might not have. But there we are. Once the person sees what the horse can and can't do, if they need help with discipline on that part or making it to do something, then that's where I come in play. I'm willing to offer my services to help train that horse to do what you want it to do.
Sounds like a good competition coming up, and it's also going to be for a good cause.
It is. St. Jude is, they spend about $1.4 million per day to operate, and they're based all on donations, and it's a worthy cause. It's for children, people that have gone there, and I've talked to numerous people in Lincoln County that even had their children gone to St. Jude, and they're not out a penny. So I think it's a give back to someone that's doing something for us. Who knows? I might have a grandchild that needs that particular help, and I would feel free to call on St. Jude's because they're there to help us.
That sounds good. Tell everybody at home about what you are going to show us today. We're going to get an opportunity to see some of the things that you do.
Well, I'm going to take a horse that I've only worked with 2 or 3 times for an hour a time, and I'm going to try to show a maneuver that you can train your horse to side pass or sidestep on one that just really hasn't had any knowledge about it at all. Then I'm going to show you my own personal horse that I've worked with for quite some time and show a few things that he does just by voice command.
All right, that sounds good. We're going to see some horse training, some disciplined horse training. It's called, what's it, PPK?
Patience, Persistence, and Kindness.
All right, we're fixing to see that right here on Fayetteville Public Utilities Channel 6 with Lex Hyde coming up here at McNatt Farms in Lincoln County.
All right, this little horse is named Scout. It's a 2-year-old. It's about 14.3 high. It belongs to a friend of ours here in town that's brought it for basic training, discipline training, and to teach it how to gait. What I want to show you and demonstrate today is how to make a horse yield its back hindquarters to keep them away from you. And also, if we can, we're going to give you a little demonstration on how to bring its hindquarters to you. So what I'm starting to do is get the horse's attention, let him understand who I am, point to his rear end to see if he's going to give to me. He's giving. If he doesn't give quick enough, then I'm going to tap him just lightly to get that response that I want. But once he does that, I'm going to rub it out with a little reward. Going to do the same thing to this side because the horse has 2 sides. I want him to bring that back in away from me, and then I'm going to reward him. He's a little confused because this is sort of a first event with him on this. I've done a little bit of groundwork with him, but nothing to get him to doing what I'm asking. He's bringing his back end to me, which is what I want him to do in a moment when we try it in a different way. The reason you want to keep that back end away from you sometimes, keep yourself from getting kicked, but then again, you also want to be able to bring yourself up to him by the reward I gave him by petting him to be able to touch him so you can put your saddle on the horse. So I want him to move his back end to keep it away from me, so I'm going to teach him what a point means, to point. Same way this way, to point. The horse understands me. He gets rewarded. I never abuse a horse. If he doesn't do what I ask him to do the first time, we're going to try and try until he does. Now, I want him to bring his rear end to me. And I want to do it under a command. And we're going to bring him up next to the rail. And we're going to bring it to get him. He has nowhere to go but to me or forwards or backwards. I'm going to try to control his forward motion, backward motion with my halter. I'm going to bring his back in by touching him lightly and holding my stick up each time. Bring it to me, and I'll ask him to bring it to me. All right, all I'm asking is one move. He gave me a little bit of a move. We're going to do it again. Bring it over. See there? So see, I'm getting him to bring it to me. He's understanding, but he's getting rewarded. I'm not harming him. I'm using a stick as my hand. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. What this will eventually do will teach this horse how to side pass and get up to a gate sideways when you want to ride him and open the gate and not having to get off of him. So we'll work with him to bringing that back in over and giving him a little reward. See, now he's brought it over to me. He's trying to understand what I'm asking him to do. So we've got him to doing that. We'll turn around. You can do the same thing to the other side. Now, our time frame, we're going to run a little quick with a few things. So I just wanted you to understand that you put pressure on a horse to get him to do what you ask him to do. If you're wanting him to move a certain way, you put the pressure in the opposite direction to make him do what you're asking him to do. Once he makes a slightest effort towards it, I pull the pressure off instantly, and that shows his reward. If you get a horse that's hard to lead, sometimes I'll bring him up. And this one, of course, I've already taught it, but I'll bring it up and I'll pull on the lead rope a little, hold on to an ear. We'll get him to go. As soon as he does it, I drop that ear. As soon as he does it, makes a step, I drop that ear. See, I open that hand. Next thing you know, you've got your horse leading around by his ear anywhere you want him to go. Just by this pressure and release. It's no harm to the horse. You don't have to hit and beat a horse to make him do. Now, the only harsh thing I do to a horse, if they bite me, I bite them back on their nose. That keeps them from biting, and this little boy's been bit twice. But he understands me that that's not going to happen anymore. So I've got his respect. That's what I try to establish in a horse. Is give me the respect I'm after. I'll give you the respect you deserve and the reward that you're after. And that's nothing but this kindness by being a little bit rewarding by petting. That's all it is to it. You don't have to give a horse treats to make him understand what you're after. Okay, give us a moment and we'll bring in a different horse, show you a few different tricks. All right, this here is my little baby. His name is Temp. His given name is Ivory's Temperature's Rising. His descendants go back to Midnight Sun. He's will be 3 years old June the 1st of this year. I've worked with him since he was 3 months old when I purchased him at a sale over in Fayetteville. I bought his mama, and he was a little 3-month-old colt at the time. And you can see he's turned out to be a big boy. All right, we're going to do some of the same procedures that we did with this other little colt with him. And he knows, supposedly, what I'm going to ask of him. Now, I am working this horse under voice command. I am training him to where I can sit in the saddle and no reins and tell him where I want him to go, just by left, right, side, or whatever. Let's go around. I'm going to get my stick and we're going to make him do a couple of little things. He might be a little rambunctious, might want to run for a moment. Ordinarily he doesn't. Let's see if he can come around me. Come around me. Come around me. Come around me. Come on around. Get around me. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on around. Ho. All right. So now we've got a couple of commands by coming around. One's ho. All right, let's work. Let's work. Ho. Get out here and work for me. I've taught him the word work means park out. 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 Work it out. Work it out. All right. Stay. Okay. What I want him to do by being obedient to me is I want him to stand here. I want to be able to walk all the way around him. I want to be able to touch him anywhere I want to touch him. I want to grab under his legs, through his legs. I want him to understand that I'm his best friend. He knows that already. I've yet to ever have him demonstrate any kind of adversity towards me whatsoever. Now, he's a little rambunctious. He's spoilt rotten. That's true. But he understands what I'm asking him to do. Back it up. Back it up. Back. Back up. Back. Back. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Good boy. Ho. All right. Now, what we were doing a while ago was a side pass that I've taught him how to do. And we'll pull him around. Come here, Temp. We'll get us a little room here. And I'll see if I can't get him to side pass to us. Come around here. Bring you back in around. Come around. Come around. Ho. All right. See if we've got the same message going with him. Bring you back in. Let's go. Come on. Come on with me. Come on with me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ho. Ho. All right. Same method that I just used a while ago on this young colt as starting. We're working the same thing on him. But he's already been used to doing some of this. All right, come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Bring it around. Bring it around. Good boy. Bring it back in over here. Okay. So, this is what patience and persistence and kindness can get you. I've taught him about his feet, about picking them up. Come here, Temp. Come here. Come here to me. And I expect this same behavior in that field out there. Not because we're in a round pen, but I expect him to come to me wherever I'm at. I've taught him about working with his feet. Pick this foot up for me. Get it up here. Pick it up. Good boy. Pick this one up. Pick it up. Hold it up there. Good boy. Gotta do them all. Pick this one up. Pick it up. Hold it up here. Good. Pick this one up and hold it. Pick it up and hold it. Pick it up. Good boy. All right. That's just a little demonstration. Play with the tail. Get them used to I use a tail grip on it when I ride a saddle because we do a lot of downhill and mountainous riding, so I don't want that saddle sliding forward with him. So playing with his tail, that kind of things. He knows about his ears. He knows about leading with his ears. Come on. Come on with me. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come to me. Ho. Ho. All right. This is just my little pride and joy. It's a few little things that he does. He is one that's, like I said, he's spoiled. Come around me. Come around me. Come around me. Come on around. Come around. Come around. Come on. Now see, he knows what I got. So you watch what he does. I give him a little treat every now and then because he is a good little horsey for me. Come here. Come here. Want a piece of candy? Ho. Ho. Give me my kiss. Give me my kiss. Where's my kiss? That's a boy. This is the only horse that I know of I can stick my hand in his front teeth and he won't bite you. You want to take my hat off? Try this hat. Get my hat. Get my hat. Get my hat. Get my hat. Come on, get it off. Come on, take that hat off. Take it off. Get my hat. Come on, get that hat, boy. You big enough. Get it. There you go. He knows I don't want it on the ground. Okay. That's just a little demonstration of what I do. If you need to get in touch with me, you can reach me through a website. It's ppkdisciplinetraining.com, or you can call me at 931-625-5594. And remember again, the June the 5th is our St. Jude Day at Mike Kirby's farm, and we've put a lot of time and effort in it to help raise money for a great cause. We expect a good turnout for it. Like I said, any horse is subject to win this, any kind of rider. So we're looking for a good turnout on June the 5th at 9 o'clock at Kirby Farms. It's out on the Fayetteville Highway. If you need more information about the rules and regulations, you can contact me through my website. Thank you so much.